So we had a very long, you gave a long explanation of Hindus, how they can take in Krishnamurti's teachings as well as understanding Yoga Sutras, etc. But Indians, the Hindus, have been practicing all kinds of rituals for eons. So what kind of difficulties will they face when they come to a retreat on Amanaska Yoga, or will they even take a step towards this?
As I've said on one or two earlier occasions, I feel that only seekers in 3 or 4 windows are likely to take to this as a fish would take to water. So what are these 3 or 4 windows? I am saying all sensitive and perceptive people after their 60th year or 65th year. But even here, once you cross this milestone of 60 or 65, I'm saying everybody is not going to come to this like a fish comes to water, but they have to be perceptive. They have to be those kind of people in whom the flame of discontent has been growing over the decades. The flame of discontent is an expression Krishnamurti uses. The flame of discontent. Deep down, there are rumblings. And you're not satisfied. You're not satisfied with your religion. You're not satisfied with your own spiritual practices. You're not satisfied with your own master or with your own holy book because you didn't understand it well enough. Going by the example of what Kananji said, it's not become clear to him. He's studying a 3rd time, a 4th time, and so on. And so you have to belong to that category of discontented people. Plus 60 or 65. That's one window. Then another window is that you have to be a seeker who is going behind the truth. Now you all are very familiar with the human tendency to go behind wealth, to go behind pleasure, to go behind name and fame, to go behind psychological security. And in the same way, like humans go behind wealth, go behind pleasure in relationship, and go behind attachment to their families. Seekers are those category of people who go behind the truth, and often recklessly and passionately. Because that's a call the divine has given them. The divine is calling them, so they just forge ahead. And sometimes they even mess up their material life because they are so passionate. And so it's for that window, people in that window, seekers. Then Amanaska Yoga will also make sense for a lot of people who have had a huge misfortune, and from which misfortune they have not been able to recover. Now, there are many misfortunes in life, small ones and the big ones, and sometimes we manage to recover from these misfortunes because there are other consolations in life. Some other consolation, some other compensation. So, like somebody, marriage breaks up, and then you marry again. So you have a consolation, you have a support, which you lost, you regain the support. And you lost a job, then you get another job. So you're fortified. But soon will come a misfortune in life, because that's the very nature of life, from which you cannot escape, and from which you cannot recover. And that will be a humongous crisis. And when that kind of a crisis has kind of landed in the ground of your life like lightning, then no ordinary solution and the old solutions won't work. Then you've got to look for the light. The light alone can save you. And then Amanaska Yoga can help. And it's unfortunate that we have to use a special term by name Amanaska Yoga, as though it was something separate. It is the essence of truth which man has known for millions of years. It's not a new thing at all. As Mahatma Gandhi said, I have nothing new to teach the world. Truth and non-violence are as old as the hills. So my verdict on Amanaska Yoga is a similar thing. It's as old as the hills. And it's always at the heart of every religion. It's at the heart of every saint and every sage, to whichever religion he might have belonged. It's that truth. And that's the only truth which can heal. A lesser truth cannot heal.